where's the old stuff then, Cosmo?
We do get pre-war. We get bikes that are over 100 years old sometimes. You know, we've had Model H Triumphs and stuff like that. But at the moment, the oldest one we've got there is sitting at the back. It's a 1949 ES2, which is a 500 single. That's 1949. That's the oldest bike we got here. But we do older bikes, but they've sold them all because we're very busy. Subject to what people say in the trade, we are very busy. I'm probably selling, only for a little shop, I'm selling 2 to 5 bikes a week. Wow. Which sounds, in the grand scheme of it, that's enough for a little fish like me. You know, I don't want to. I'm not a big IAM dealer. I'm not a dealer with 200 stock or something like that.
But what you see is what you get.
And and again, contrary to what people say, the bike market is very strong and very busy.
That's really good to hear that, because there's so much doom and gloom around at the moment, and I think a lot of it's all stirred up on the social media. But actually, there has been a bit of a bubble, and some of these bikes have been vastly overpriced. I don't have a problem with the prices coming down because it's opening up the hobby to more people.
But it's supply and demand as well.
Yeah, the market decides.
A lot of people say, "Oh, the old boys are all retiring. They're too old to ride." That's just a demographic age. Yeah. In my opinion, that is only a small factor. We've got the economic climate at the moment, cost of living and all that, and the political climate. What's happening? So there's all them factors. And the prices are dropping, and everyone wants to put their head in that sand and saying it hasn't happened. I'd say most classic bikes and classic cars probably drop 25%. Some more.
So I mean, I'm not disappointed the prices have come down, because it's making it more affordable.
The mediocre bikes, what I call the porridge bikes, the get-away bikes, they have dropped that 25. Some even more than that. Some even 40%. But the high-end bikes, like, you know, the Gold Stars, and your Vincents are still holding up well. The top of the range models.
But they have dropped a lot, haven't they?
Not as much. No, yes, they have. Not a lot. No.
There was a bit of a bubble. There was a bubble, and some bikes were overpriced, and they have dropped.
But if you've got a top model, top condition, it will still hold its value.
I agree, because one of the things I've noticed is that a lot of people, if you've got something decent, you're not actually selling it now unless you have to. So if you've got like a really nice original bike, a good model, a good make, in lovely condition, original, bit of patina, why would you sell it now?
No, you wouldn't. A lot of the old boys now, they're too old to start the bike, let alone ride them. And a lot of bikes, when they're coming on the market, a lot of these old guys, they haven't just got 1 or 2 bikes to sell. Some of them have got 10. So you're getting 10 on the market. It's that supply and demand thing. But if you've got a top sports model, say like a pre-unit Bonneville in 62 or 61, they have dropped. Everything's dropped a little, but they haven't dropped the 40 or even 50% of your get-to-work bikes. And I'm talking about matchless 650s. I'm talking about aerials. You know, the old aerial red hunters and stuff like that. No, but the pudding bikes, you know, what I call not pudding, but the porridge bikes. They're the ones that are getting stuck with the old, some of the old Velocets as well. Prices are subjective. Prices are there. I am still busy as a small dealer, but that's because if you price things fairly and realistically, they will sell. But I've got to buy keenly to sell keenly. I think the prices are good now. I don't think it's a bad thing that the prices have leveled, if not dropped a little bit. It becomes more affordable. But it's like I said earlier, it's all back to supply and demand. So I think it's good that the prices are dropping, and they have dropped. I say about 25% on average.
Across the board.
Some bikes have dropped 40%. Like we said, going to what I was saying earlier, the top models are still fetching money. But I think if the prices went back to what they were in the 90s, me as a dealer, and I'm probably not going to get liked for saying this, I think it would be a good thing. It might be my bikes more affordable, and because I don't hold a huge stock, as you know, I've got only 25 to 30 bikes. I roll my bikes and my stock quite frequently, so I haven't got bikes that I bought at the high end that are now worth 30% more of what I paid for them. So it's for me, it doesn't. It's 30% less. Yes, so it doesn't affect me. Does that make sense? I'm quite. I think it's a good thing, and prices have dropped.
I'm with you on that. It opens up the market, because the whole reason for me doing what I do with the events, with doing this YouTube channel, is it's about the bike. So anything that makes the classic bikes more accessible to people is a good thing.
Yes, yes.
And I don't care. You know, my friend who's not into bikes and said, "Oh, aren't you bothered? Your investments have gone down in value." And I said, "I don't."
They're not investments.
They're not investments. I didn't buy them expecting to make money. They're worth what they're worth when I come to sell them.
I'm like you. I'm into this classic bikes. You've even ridden your A10 into this morning on this cold morning.
Oh yeah.
Because it's our passion. It's our life. It is a business, and we make our living out of it. It's our love at the end of the day. It's our love of
well,
bikes.
actually, not being funny, there's not many people that do make their living out of classic bikes, and you are one of them, and also me. You think
so we're doing something we like,
and we've been doing it a long time.